Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Sociolinguistics series. Today, we're diving into Lesson 5 Sociolinguistics in Society. Alright, so in this lesson, we're going to talk about how language impacts our society in some pretty big ways. So, we're talking identity, policies, and even the not so great stuff like discrimination. Let us start first with language and identity. Who are we? So, first up, let's talk about how the way we speak says a lot about who we are. Think about it, like your language can tell people where you're from, what culture you belong to, and even your social status. Code switching and language crossing are also important. Ever find yourself switching between languages in the same conversation? That's what we call code switching. And so I would say it is more like flipping a switch to express different parts of your own identity. We have an entire video dedicated to this. You can find it on our YouTube channel. And then there is language crossing, where you intentionally use a different language to connect with the different group. For example, Spanglish is a cool mix of Spanish and English. But let's just not go that far. I mean, in Algeria, Arabic and French are also a cool mix. That is super common in bilingual communities. Policies. So now let's talk about the rules. Yes, governments and institutions have these things called language policies that tell us how we should use language in different places, like schools, government offices, and even on signs. For instance, in Quebec, Canada, they have policies to promote French, to keep their cultural identity alive and kicking. But again, let's just not go that far. Let's start first with Algeria. And so in Algeria, Arabic is the big player. It's the official language used in everything from governments to schools to media. You will hear it everywhere. But let's just not underestimate French. There is also the Tamazight recognition. Now, here is something cool. Tamazight, the language of the Berber people, has been getting some recognition lately. In 2016, Algeria passed a law recognizing Tamazight as a national language alongside Arabic. This move aims to honor and to preserve the language and culture of Algeria's indigenous Berber population. There is also education policy. So when it comes to schools, Arabic takes the spotlight again. It's the main language of instruction in public schools. I'm talking about schools, but hold up. French is also a big deal, especially in higher education and fancy professional settings. As for, I would say, language media, I mean, once you flip on the TV or pick up a newspaper in Algeria, you will likely see Arabic taking center stage. It's the go to language for media. And so, whether it's TV, radio, newspapers, even online stuff, but do not count French out, especially in cities and among the upper crust. As for language planning, I mean, the Algerian government isn't just sitting back and letting things happen, so they are actively planning and promoting Arabic. There is also, I would say, an eye to English, since the government is realizing the importance of English in today's global scene, and so they are rolling out policies to boost English learning in schools, beefing up English education programs, and encouraging its use in key sectors, I would say, like tourism, business, medicine, engineering, etc. It's all part of Algeria's push to stay relevant and connected, I would say, in our today's evolving and I would say ever changing world. Okay, this one's a bit of a donor, but it's important to talk about because sometimes people get treated unfairly because of the way they speak. I would say their accents, their dialects, or even the language they use. And we've stated a lot about this. I guess it was in lesson 3, language and attitudes, in which we've also stated that in the US, speakers of African American vernacular English often face discrimination, especially in schools and workplaces. The same can be said about people coming from the countryside moving to the city, where they often face discrimination. However, there is hope, and so language rights are all about making sure everyone has the right to use, maintain, and also to develop their own language. And so I would say it's more, sorry, like fighting for the right to be yourself. In New Zealand, they have the Maori Language Act, which is all about promoting and protecting the Maori language. So, there you have it. Language is a big deal in our society. It shapes who we are, what we do, and how we are treated. And so, by understanding this stuff, we can work towards a more inclusive and fair world for everyone. And so, these are some references that you may find handy. Right, that's a wrap for lesson 5, but don't stop here. Keep digging into language policy, rights, and discrimination. And if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome videos. Catch you in the next one and take care.